preacher fellow weirdo, you're the black sheep of the flock. Come and take a load off, let's have a little talk. This side of the universe, the wildest place you've been. Welcome to the service at the Party Pen. Have a good time, laugh and giggle.
Come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
lead the way. I got the coffee and the smokes, I got the herb and the chair. Got a seat with your name on it waiting right there. Searching for the mystery, a better mind to find. Leave that stuffy, judgy world way back behind. And the rebels, we're the ones that don't fit in. But there's a holy kind of magic in the middle of the sin.
Yeah, the mystery is deep and the coffee's brewing strong. In the most offensive church where we all belong. Have a good time,
laugh and giggle.
come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
lead the way. The mystery of God, what a beautiful find.
a better understanding for a
Black sheep's mind.
Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the flock. You perfect-ass black sheep. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe, the Party Pen. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great-ass book. It's called God Said What? Because me, God, right now in God voice, I did not say that. This is God's me, mine, and God voice, my unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by your Superstone Sage, the Saint of Awesome, Saint Nikki K. the Great. Clap for her, she clap for you. So, come on in this way. I have everything you need for a time that could be considered good. I have cannabis. I have cigarettes. I have coffee. I have a chair with your name on it. So come in. While you are getting all of those things, I will show you the universe known as the Party Pen. So take your seat. Come on, we have good time.
Welcome to the Party Pen. Well, partly the Party Pen, because I'm in the middle of moving stuff out because life. Yeah, life. We're in a real bad, well, actually, that's not true. God came through this time. We have 6 months to find a place to live. And we've been searching for a place for almost 3 months, I think, and there's just nothing. Yay, people like my video. Hi, Wheels. I don't know if you can see me, but hi. Hi, Wheels. So, what's all going on. I have no idea. Anyway, we're on Isaiah. Yeah. So, welcome. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and chat in the chat. I would love to interact with somebody, even if you're my cousin or family friend. I knew my cousin was coming. Hi, cousin. Okay, listen. We can't be inappropriate anymore. I can't be inappropriate with you on my Bible videos because, well, it's not very appropriate. Anyway, I can't do that. Like what happened yesterday, can't do that. And I don't know if I just lost a viewer because I said I can't, or because I lost a viewer yesterday because, oh, and a subscriber because of that. So I can't do that anymore. People get real upset because this is Bible. Stay focused. Yeah, because it's Bible and stay focused. Yeah, well, I have ADHD and shiny things make me stop what I'm doing. And chat is a shiny thing that makes me stop what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're on Isaiah chapter 34. And I miss God voice, and we can't get God voice back until I get done in Tennessee. So just know when I get God voice back, I'm going to go back and redo this because God voice, and it's only appropriate because, listen, I don't got to explain it to you. You guys love God voice as much as I do. Okay. Divided. Yeah. What? Did I read chapter 33 yesterday? Oh, yeah, because God was like, acknowledge me. Yeah, that's right. He was like, acknowledge me. Yeah. So we're on chapter 34. Yeah. Come near, you nations, to hear, and heed, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is in it, the world and all things that come forth from it. For the indignation of the Lord is against all nations, and his Tommy gun of fury is against all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has given them over to the slaughter. Also, their slain shall be thrown out. Their stench shall rise from their corpses and give everybody the plague. Take that. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood. All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. And I think the hosts of heaven are the other gods, like the angels that think they're somebody. You know, because hell is also in heaven. There's like a giant cavern that separates the two. And you go to a line, purgatory. You go to the line and you wait to get into heaven or hell. But you never get into hell because God never gets to the back of the line. So you're just stuck there forever. Yep. Or at least that's what I've inferred so far from what this says. Okay. Shall and destroy them, and giving them over to slaughter, and the stench of their corpses, and the mountains, and the hosts of heaven. And the heaven shall be rolled up like a scroll. All their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falls from the vine, and as fruit falling from a fig tree. Yeah. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, indeed shall come down on Edom, and on the people of my curse. Look, once again, God is calling being godly a curse. It's not a blessing. That's what he's saying right here. Because it's so hard. Doing the right thing is a curse because doing the right thing is hard. Yeah, it has to be something like that because it is a curse to always do the right thing because people get real upset at you for doing the right thing. Really, doing the right thing is a curse. But you get blessed for that curse, though, just not by people. Something like that. Because other than that, I don't see how it's a curse. Like maybe it's a curse to do the same thing every day and not experience life. Maybe that's the curse. And because you do all these good things, people hate you. And they wish death on you for doing the right thing. Really? Yay, I'm not so shadow banned anymore. Yay. I should check. Is my warning gone? I'm gonna check and see if my warning's gone. Your videos. I want to see my dashboard. Dashboard. Yeah. Look at that. That's fucking amazing. Yeah. Yay, I'm not so shadow banned. I appreciate that. The perfect is the enemy of the good. No, that's not exactly true. God wants perfect of heart. He enjoys the weirdos because we're perfect of heart. Yep. But again, being perfect of heart, God's saying right here, it's a curse. Because it is a curse to always do the right thing and always be on the right side. People hate you for that shit. And to be shunned from society and being shunned for having good character is kind of like a curse. People spit on you. Well, spit at you, that kind of thing. That's my guess. Because God calls being godly a curse. And the only thing I can think about God people is they do the same thing over and over and do the right thing, and that's always the hardest thing to do, and that's when people hate you the most. My curse for judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with God's Tommy gun of fury is filled with bullets. It is made for overflowing with fatness. Yeah, God's got a banana clip with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys and rams. So God made bullets out of that shit. God made fat bullets. Take that. Yeah. He made bullets of kidneys and shit. Yeah. He's gonna bloody your face twice. Take that. God doesn't do that. Yes, he does. But, I mean, it's funny. Could you imagine a bullet made out of a kidney? Like, kidney fat? That would be so cool. Okay. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the lands of Edom. The wild oxen shall come down with them, and the young bulls with mighty bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust saturated with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. He cocked his Tommy gun of fury. Yeah, the year of recompense, the cause of Zion, city of David, Bethlehem. Its streams shall be turned into pitch, and its dust into brimstone, and it shall become a burning pitch, and it shall not be quenched night or day. Its smoke shall ascend forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. No one shall pass through it forever and ever. But the pelican and the porcupine shall possess it. Also the owl and the raven will dwell in it, and he shall stretch out over it the line of confusion, the stones of emptiness. They shall call it its nobles to the kingdom, but no one shall be there, and all its princes shall be nothing. And the thorn shall come up in its palaces. Ooh. You guys are going to be like Pompeii. It's a good time. Nettles and brambles in its fortresses. It shall be a habitation of jackals, a courtyard for ostriches. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the wild goat shall bleat to its companion. Also the night creature shall rest there, and find for herself a place to rest. There the arrow snake shall make her nest and lay eggs, and watch and gather them under her shadow. There shall also be hawks gathered, everyone with her mate. Search from the book of the Lord and read. Not one of these shall fail, not one shall lack her mate. For my mouth has commanded it, and his spirit has gathered them. He has cast lot for them, and his hand has divided it among them with the measuring line, and they shall possess it forever. From generation to generation they shall dwell in it. If practice makes perfect and nothing's perfect, why practice? I don't know. I read that on a bar wall once. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting, complicated. Yes. Okay. I do believe there is a perfect, but you can ruin yourself looking for it. Yep. That's why you be yourself, and yourself is perfect. That's why God looks for weirdos. Because weirdos are perfect. Perfect of heart. Because we don't fit in. Because we are more perfect than them. The God people. Who are pretend and not perfect of heart. You know, that's why, or at least in my thinking, that's why God wants them to sacrifice the perfect lambs so he can leave the weirdos in the world. For nourishment, something like that. God gets rid of the perfect ones and keeps the weirdos. Keeps the weirdos alive. Well, that's the thing. You be good in the world and good at the world. That's good. You be good in the world, good at the world. Jesus even said it. You got to make friends with terrible people so you can be faithful to them and have somewhere to go when the God people kick you out for not fitting in. You have to be good at the world so you can fit in with them. You be a sheep dressed like a wolf. You fit in to get in, all while being good in the world, while being good at the world. You learn their shit and you just do it better than them. It's really easy once you understand how it works. It's kind of easy to do that. I got a new medication this morning. It's it's kind of like a Ritalin, but not exactly like a Ritalin. And it's not Ativan level shit either. And it's really not Ritalin level. It's like not Xanax, because Xanax makes me go to sleep. No, it's more like a Ritalin type medicine. But it's lower grade than Ritalin. It's not an Ativan. It's called escaprepitol something. Anyway, I think it worked good today. Yes. Yeah, real low grade stimulant. Because all the other kinds, they're one of their side effects is seizures, and I have epilepsy. They can't give me that. But this escaprolitol is a stimulant, but doesn't cause seizures. It's real low grade, but it causes energy, and it works with my brain injuries to help me have better energy control. Because brain injuries, they cause lethargy and lack of motivation. And no, there's an ism at the end. It's escapism something. Yeah, it's an ism. It's something like it's bullshit. It's a bullshit name. But anyway, it doesn't cause seizures, but it causes your brain to not realize it's injured enough to be lethargy something like that. But I mean, don't look for the name because nobody needs to know the name of my medication before they call my doctor and it's like, don't give her that. I'm just kidding. Nobody could do that. But listen, Chris, I did something. Do you want to know what I did? So this is the first time I met this doctor, this medicine doctor. His name is Dr. Eric Medicine Man. Or at least that's what I'm going to call him, Dr. Eric Medicine Man. Well, anyway, first time I meet him, he wants to do this spiel, introduce himself and introduce me and want to learn about each other, and it's so great. And I bombarded him with questions about my medication because it was making me mad because they're not the medications that the lady was giving me at the time was not working, and she just kept trying different shit. She was playing medicine doctor on me, which I mean, I guess she's allowed to or whatever, but she wasn't giving me anything. She was giving me medication that made me easier to control for other people because I'm highly uncontrollable. So she's giving me medicine for other people, but she wasn't giving me any medication that was helping me any. So that shit was making me mad. So while this guy is trying to go through his spiel and get to know each other, I kept bombarding him with questions about my medication. And I feel really rude about that. But he did fix my medication within fucking 5 minutes. He was like, oh, this is no problem. Can I introduce myself to you now? But I feel really bad because the only thing I could tell him about me is I make Bible videos. And then he rolled his eyes and I said, no. I forgot more about the Bible than you will ever know. And I am really good at it. But that's all I do. I have a problem with my medication and I make Bible videos. But dude, he was a cop. He was a therapist in other places. He has real nice haircut. His beard game is on point. And he looks way better than his picture in real life. Like, he is a pretty guy. And, like, he was a cop and he's got, like, a cop neck. And as soon as said he was a cop, I was like, yeah, you got a cop neck. And he looked at me like, what? And I was like, never mind. But you have a cop neck. And my son, Kelso, has a cop neck. But anyway, that was totally rude, wasn't it? Chris, you would not love me, believe me. I'm embarrassing uncontrollable. Not like throwing a fit in the middle of a store, although I've done that. But I mean, like talking to random people, yelling across parking lots that people have nice clothes. Yeah, just highly embarrassing shit. Like, I'll ask white supremacists what their tattoos mean. And I accidentally did that at the pot store in a room full of black people that had no idea what any of these tattoos meant. And the dude was like, I'm an Odinite. And Dustin whispered in my ear, stop talking to white supremacists about their tattoos. And I was like, I didn't even know that. He said he was an Odinist. And Dustin was like, stop doing that. And I can't help it. And then I met this black lady and I told her her butt looks so good in these pants. And she said, I was wondering what I look like because I've been up all night doing cocaine. And I was like, that is a great thing. But no, you don't even look like that. You look great. And your butt is really nice on those pants. And then I met an old couple that were kind of scared. It was the first time at the pot store. So I just talked to them. And then Dustin was like, stop talking to people. I was like, yeah, but we've met so many cool people. Yeah. That is why we are friends, because I will talk to anybody. Listen, I made this friend. I got kicked out of high school. And then I had just got out of juvie. And I met this guy at the mall. His name is Firefighter. Oh no, his name is Chris too, by the way. Anyway, I met this guy because he looked real awkward at the mall. And I just walked up to him and started humping his leg. And he is still friends with my brother to this day. Yep. Yeah, good things happen, man. Especially when I'm being awesome. Anyway, we are in chapter 35. Oh, man. Oh, 32 minutes, that's fine. We're in chapter 5, or 35. Okay. The wilderness and the wasteland shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice, even with the joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given to it, the excellence of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord, the excellency of our God. I don't know. I know there's a rose called Sharon. I don't know if there's a place called Sharon. I don't know. Because I don't know. Strengthen the weak hands and make firm the feeble knees. Yeah, like my knees, please. Say to those who are fearful hearted, be strong, do not fear. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, with recompense of God, with his Tommy gun of fury. He will come and save you. Amen. That is real life. Look, he did that to me recently. All of my problems as of late have been all live streamed. And you have seen it live streamed, God's magic. Yeah, all of it has been live streamed. Even when I was breaking down, talking about deleting myself from God's YouTube with all my medication at one time. When I was digging holes in my arm because I was so nervous and worried and scared. When I've been freaking out about feeding this baby raccoon. And then bam, all of a sudden we get a email from the landlord saying we could have 6 extra months to find a place to live. So Dustin can get more settled into his job and we can start making arrangements to do things. It's all been on live streams. All my live streams have said something about the baby raccoon or my housing situation or like It's all been live streamed. When God gave me that deep freezer, yeah, for free. When God gave me the grow tent for free, everything has been live streamed since the beginning. And everybody's seen what God does. All you gotta do is say you're sorry and ask for it. And they'll just give it to you. Look, I lost a viewer, 2 viewers, because I started talking about how awesome God is. It's how it goes. Okay. Okay, he will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened. I can't wait. And the ears of the deaf, shall be unstopped. Yeah, let that happen. Amen. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For the water shall burst forth in the wilderness, and the streams in the desert. The parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water, and the habitation of jackals, where each lay. There shall be grass with reeds and brushes. A highway shall be there, and a road, and it shall be called the highway of holiness. Yeah. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for others. Whoever walks the road, although a fool, shall not go astray. No lion shall be there, nor any ravenous beast go upon it. It shall not be found there, but the redeemed shall walk there, and the ransom of the Lord shall return, and come to Zion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness. Sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Yeah, words and things. Mm-hmm. Okay. Chris, did you just appear? Ooh. 36 isn't that long, but 37 is. Okay. Well, why don't we read 36 and then 37? Not 37. Maybe 37. Swing on a spiral. Who's still here? Do we want to do 36 and 37? 36 is not that long, but 37 is kind of long. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll just read both for myself. So I have something warm to listen to. Oh, here we go. Oh, I know exactly We could do 36 and 37. Hi, cousin. Okay. Okay. This is a good part. This is actually the story. Going to bed. Love ya. I love you too. I'll see you. Well, I'll talk to you. Like, call me, whatever. Well, bullshit. But do your job shit first. Okay. We're getting into the story. Okay. Now, this chapter 36. Now it came to pass in the 14th year of Hezekiah that Sennacherib, king of Assyria, came up against all the fortified cities of Judah and took them. Then the king of Assyria went, the king of Assyria sent the Rabshakeh with a great army from Lachish to Hezekiah at Juland, and he stood by the aqueduct from the upper pool on the highway to the field. And Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, Shebna the scribe, Joah the recorder, came out to him. Then the Rabshakeh said to them, "Tell Hezekiah, the great king of Assyria, the king of Assyria wants to know why you think you're such a badass. Because you think of having plans and power for war, but they are mere words. Now, in whom do you trust that you go against the king of Assyria? Look, you are trusting in the staff of this broken reed, Egypt, on which if a man leans, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the king of Egypt to all who trust him. But if you tell me we trust in the Lord our God," okay, this is a thing that I was saying before I ever really read any of this, because I did read about how God wants to get rid of the high places. But God is supposed to have the highest place. So what he's about to say right here, I kind of also wondered myself, but I think it's a respect thing. Like, God is supposed to be the only one you worship to on a mountain. I think that's what it is, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, that you rebel. And you say to me, "We trust in our God." Is not he whose high places and altars Hezekiah has taken away, and said to Judah and Juland, "You shall worship before this altar"? Now, therefore, I urge you, give a pledge to my master, and I will give you 200 horses, if you are able on your part to put riders on them. How then will you repel any one captain of the least of my master's servants, and put your trust in Egypt for chariots and horsemen? Have I now come up without the Lord against his land to destroy it? The Lord said to me, go and destroy it. Then Eliakim, Shebna, Joah was like, hey, talk to us in Aramaic because we understand it. Don't talk to us in Jew, especially in front of all the people who are on this wall. But the dude said, look, my master sent me to your master and to you to tell him. And so the men who sit on the wall, they can hear too. Because who will eat and drink their own waste with you? Then the Rabashakeh stood and called out with a loud voice in Jew and said, hear the words of the king of Assyria. Do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you. Nor let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying he's going to deliver us. Don't listen to Hezekiah, for the king of Assyria said, make peace with me buy a present and come to me, and every one of you will eat from his own vine, and every one from his own fig tree, and every one of you drink the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards. Beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. Has any of the gods of the other nations delivered its land from the king of Assyria? Where are all the other gods? Have they delivered from my hand? Who among the gods of these lands have delivered their countries? So, should the Lord really deliver you? But they held their peace and answered him not a word. For the king said, don't answer him. And when Eliakim, the son, who was over the household, Shebna the scribe, Joah the recorder, came to Hezekiah, and they were naked, and told him what Rabashakeh said. So now we are about to go to chapter 37. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Cuz, are you still here? What do you think so far? Okay. thinking, all right, I forgot it's too late to think. Well, for anybody other than me, it's too late to think. Okay. Okay. Man. I miss God voice. I can't wait to redo this. When I get back from Tennessee, I'm redoing this with God voice because I can get all my sound back. The economy is so bad. I'm looking for a sugar mama. I can't be. Look, that shit is not even worth it, dude. Okay, chapter 37. And so it was, when Hezekiah heard it, he got naked and put on the t-shirt diaper thing. And then he went to the house of the Lord. Then he sent Eliakim, who was over the household, Shebna, and the others of the priests, covered with a t-shirt diaper thing, to Isaiah the prophet. And they said to him, listen, we don't know what to do. Like, this guy was talking so much shit, and like, we're hurting real bad. So, like, what do we do? Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Whom his master sent. Hold on. Okay. So, the servants of King Hezekiah so the servants of Hezekiah came to Isaiah, and Isaiah was like, man, I want God voice back. Okay. Tell him, the Lord said, do not be afraid of the words which you have heard, because fuck that guy. Look, they said this shit to you, and they was talking shit about me. I will send a spirit on him, and he shall hear a rumor and return to his own land. And I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. So, Rabshakeh returned and found the king of Assyria warring against Libnah. And the king heard concerning Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia. Why is God always fucking with Ethiopia? There's gotta be. It's because of that fake book they made up, ain't it? Okay. So anyway, the king of Assyria heard that Ethiopia was about to come fight him. So when he heard it, he sent messengers to Hezekiah, saying, do not let God deceive you. Julian shall not. Don't let him deceive you that I'm not going to take your land. You have heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all the lands by utterly destroying them. Shall you be delivered? Have the gods of the nations delivered those whom my fathers have destroyed? I'm not. And Hezekiah received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went to church and spread it before the Lord. Then Hezekiah said, God, the one who dwells between the cherubim, you are God. You alone of all the kingdoms of the earth. You have made heaven and earth. Incline your ear and hear. Open your eyes and see. Hear all the words of this asshole, which he has sent to reproach you. Truly, the kings of Assyria have laid waste all the nations and their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire, because they're not really even gods. Therefore, they destroyed them. Now, therefore, O Lord, save us from his hand, that all the kingdoms of earth may know who the fuck you is. Hey, Neil. Hi, Neil. I'm so happy you're here. Then Isaiah sent to Hezekiah, saying, because you have prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, this is the word which the Lord has spoken concerning him. The virgin daughter of Zion has despised you, laughed you to scorn. The daughters of Juland have shaken her head behind your back, because they was like, fuck that guy, whom you have reproached and blasphemed, against whom you have raised your voice, lifted your eyes on high, against the Holy One. By your servants you have reproached the Lord. You have reproached the Lord, and said, by the multitude of my chariots, I have come to the height of the mountains, to the limits of Lebanon. I will cut down all its cedars and choice cypress trees. I will enter its farthest height, to its fruitful forest. I have dug and drunk water with the soles of my feet. I have dried up all the brooks of defense. Did you not hear long ago how I made it? Oh, I am God and I talk so much, but I made this from ancient times. Don't you know how I formed it? Now I have brought it to pass that you should be for crushing fortified cities into heaps of ruins. Therefore their inhabitants have little power. They were dismayed and confounded. They were as the grass of the field, and the green herb, as the grass on the housetop, and grain obliged before it is grown. But I know your dwelling place, your going out and your coming in, and your rage against me, because your rage against me and your tumult have come to my ears. Therefore, I will put my hook in your nose and my bridle in your lips, and then we'll play some BDSM. No, I'm just kidding. I will turn you back the way which you came. This shall be a sign to you. You shall eat this year such as it grows of itself, and the second year what springs from the same. Also in the third year, sow and reap. Plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them, and the remnant who have escaped of the house of Judah shall again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Judah shall come a remnant, and those who escape from Mount Zion, the city of David and Bethlehem. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. And you, king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with a shield, nor build a siege against it. By the way he came, he will return, and he will not come to this city. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake and for David's sake. Then the angel of the Lord went out and killed in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. And when the people arose early in the morning, there were the corpses, all dead. So Sennacherib departed and went away, returned home, and remained at Nineveh. Now it came to pass, as he was worshiping in his God's house, that the sons of Adremelech and Sharezer struck him down with the sword, and they escaped to the land of Arad. Then Esarhaddon his son reigned in his place. Dun dun dun. So, what's up, Neil? What are you thinking? "38's not that long. 39's not that long. "40's kind of long. Neil, where'd you go? I just had to finish reading. Okay. All right, Neil. He dipped. Yeah, I see that. I guess we'll do 38, 39, and 40 tomorrow. So you want to talk about any last minute things? dad getting a lot of hours? I'm getting so good at this French inhaling shit. I'm getting so good at that. Trying to make circles. Oh, I thought your dad worked at Skyline. I thought you said your dad worked at Skyline. Man. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ready to roll. So, I want to tell everybody it's time to give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass. Have a post-coital cigarette. Smoke a bowl. And have the sweetest dreams ever. Damn it! I thought that would give you time to answer me. Oh my god. What do you type with one finger? It's okay. My dad types with one finger. Oh, it takes forever. I type with like 4 fingers because I know kind of the layout of the computer. Keyboard thing, I kind of know the layout. So I can type with 4 fingers kind of easy. I just don't remember what fingers go to what buttons. I kind of sucked at that shit. I never really paid attention in keyboarding class. No, I'm always being bombarded. Okay, well, anyway. But I give you attention because family first. I appreciate that. And random girls texting, that is thing. So I'm just busy. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. All right. I love you. So go find somebody to give you head and give you ass. And then make sure you smoke a post-coital full afterwards and have the sweetest dreams ever. Bye.